Hello friends, this is the second part of my video series on effective study habits. In the first part, we talked about how to create an effective study space. In this part, we will talk about how to make effective study notes. Friends, as students, we all make notes, whether we are in school, college, or doing some professional or technical coursework, or preparing for a competitive exams. We all make notes. We often create study notes which looks something like this. You write headings and then you write description of it, and we use a lot of text while making our study notes. So how effective are these notes which are like this? Let me ask you a question. We all watch movies, right? So why did it happen that you watch a 2-3 hours of movie once and you easily remember everything about story, characters, dialogues? But when you read a book for, let's say, 2-3 hours, how much information from that book you remember after a few days? Perhaps very little, right? Why does it happen? It happens because of how our brain is designed. It happens because this is how our memory is designed. Our memory system can easily remember visuals, but not text. Our memory system is very sensitive towards 3 things, and we can easily remember that. What are these 3 things? 1. Pictures. We can easily remember pictures and our memory can easily process it and recall it when necessary. There is a proverb in English, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Means a single picture can say more than 1,000 words. Second, our memory can easily process colors. So our memory is very sensitive towards colors. Research studies have shown that our memory is very sensitive towards 3 kinds of colors: yellow, orange, and red. Now the third thing that our memory is very sensitive is structure. Our memory loves structure. So if you provide any information to me in a structured format, my memory will easily remember that. So coming back to the question we asked initially, why do we easily remember movies that we watch but not our books? And the reason lies in the 3 elements I just talked about. The first element is pictures. So yes, movies have moving pictures, which is much better than having a still picture. Movies are colorful and movies have a structure also, the third element we talked about. So movies have a narrative, a storyline that keep the whole movie together. However, when you look in books, these 3 elements are not there. So let's talk about the first element, pictures. Yes, books have some pictures sometimes, but they lack pictures. And movies have moving pictures, which is much better than that. The second element, colors. If you look at books, most of the books are kind of a white background of the page and the black text on it. That's it. No colors. The third element, structure. So I'm not saying that books do not have structure. They do have structure, but it requires more work and effort to really understand that structure, and you need more time. While in movies, there is a narrative and you easily follow that narrative. The narrative keeps the whole story together. This is the reason why we easily remember a movie, but it is difficult to remember text or information that comes in the format of text. Now, if you look carefully, the notes that you make and the notes we saw earlier in this video, that is totally a text-based note, which makes it difficult for us to remember information and write that information during exams. So in this video, I'm going to teach you a new way of making notes, visual notes. The technique of visual notes is based on how our memory functions. In visual notes, we will make use of pictures, diagrams. We also use colors. We will use drawing skills in making those diagrams and pictures. And we will use both. We will mix words as well as visuals while creating our notes. Alright, so how to create visual notes? Creating a visual note is simple and easy. I will show you here how to do that. Visual notes are created in 2 stages. Stage 1 and stage 2. In stage 1, it happens in classroom when the teacher is giving a lecture. Let's say you are sitting in a classroom, the teacher is teaching, so you carry with yourself A5 sheets. Now keep it in horizontal way and draw a line in the middle. You can see here in the diagram. So draw a line in the middle and Now, whatever the teacher is teaching you, whatever information he is giving you, you will write down your notes on the left side in words. So whatever he is, teaching you, whatever important point, you note it down on the left side. On the right side, you will draw some visuals that you can relate with the information that you have written on the left side. To make it more clear, let me show you my own psychology notes that I have taken in my classroom. So look at this picture. You see it's a A4 size sheet. I have just drawn a line in the middle. On the left side, I have written whatever the teacher is teaching about. So I've taken the notes. On the right side, you could see I have made some visuals. I remember it was a class on memory system, and the teacher was explaining about long-term memory, and he was teaching about the types of long-term memory. So I have written, if you look carefully on the note, on the left side, I have written long-term memory are of three types. One, procedural memory. This long-term memory refers to procedures and skills that we learned, such as riding a bike, playing a musical instrument, etc. Much of it operates outside awareness. So that was the information that teacher was teaching me. I wrote these notes on the left side. On the right side, if you look at, I just made a bicycle and then a guitar, and I've written a word how, and I've written and the one outside awareness. So you see, this is what I was talking about in stage 1. So you keep a A4 size sheet, draw a line on the left side, you will take notes, whatever the information the teacher is teaching. On the right side, you will make some visuals that you can connect with that information that you have written on the left side. In second stage, what we do, we look at our notes, classroom notes very carefully and try to understand if there is a structure, if we can find some kind of structure in that note. So you remember the note that I showed it to you, my classroom note on psychology, on memory. Now, this is the note which I created in the second stage. So if you look at it, I have made this structure, long-term memory. It is two kind. Procedural memory and declarative memory. Now I've written knowing how, and declarative memory is knowing what, means the information. And then I made some visuals. So what I did with the first note that I took in the classroom, I tried to find out some structures and put it together by using colors, by using structures, by using pictures, and by using a few words. So this is how it looks like. Visual notes have many benefits. Number one, it is easy to remember the information because we are using the techniques through which our mind easily remembers things. So it is very easy to remember and grasp information in a very short time. You remember during exams time, we have such a lengthy notes and we have to kind of revise all those notes. Now, if you make visual notes, I guarantee you will be able to revise your notes within 1 or 2 hours. So this is a great benefit of making a visual notes. Sometimes students say their drawing skills are not good and they cannot draw pictures, so it's difficult for them to make visual notes. Friends, first of all, the visuals or drawing that you make in your notes should not be perfect. You are not a painter. You are not Michelangelo. You are not Da Vinci. The drawing that you make should be clear to you. That's it. My drawing is also not good. The purpose here is to express the information in a visual format. It is not the test of your drawing skills. Okay? Also, I want to tell you, drawing is easy. You are underestimating yourself. I have put a link under this video on drawing. Watch it. This video will help you know that you are good at drawing. Alright, so this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. If anybody has any questions or somebody wants to learn more about visual note taking skills, please message me or comment me under the video and I'll get in touch with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye. Take care.